it's Miss Holly's here. I'm from Dudley Performing Arts and we are going to sing a song today called If You Were a Turkey. So this song is all looking at different animals and what sounds they would make. Okay, so it's a great fun one to make all the different sounds of animals. Something just try and notice as well, in the song it keeps going up in steps, in pitches. So it starts and it goes, if you were a turkey, what would you say? Then you step up, what would you say? What would you say? So it keeps going up in pitch just a step at a time. What's going to happen? I'm going to teach it you first and then I'd like you to have a go after me. If you were a turkey, if you were a turkey, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say? If you were a turkey, what would you say? If you were a turkey, what would you say? And then we have to go, gobble, gobble, gobble. So as you heard that little bit, you can make the sound of the animal. So you're going to go gobble, gobble, gobble. Your turn. Brilliant. Okay, so then we have the next animal, which is a chicken. Okay, now our chicken, I bet you guessed it, it's going to make a cluck, cluck, cluck sound at the end. Now this time I'm going to make it a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm going to sing first, but I'm going to add a little bit more into it and then I'd like you to have a go, okay? So it goes, if you were a chicken, what would you say? 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 If you were a chicken, what would you say? If you were a chicken, what would you say? Cluck, cluck, cluck. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to do one more verse going through the song, and this next animal is a rabbit. It's going to make the sound snuffle, snuffle, snuffle. If you were a rabbit, what would you say? If you were a rabbit, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say? If you were a rabbit, what would you say? If you were a rabbit, what would you say? Snuffle, snuffle, snuffle. Snuffle, snuffle, snuffle. Okay, so there are 3 more verses to our song. So we have 3 more animals. We have the pigeon, which goes coo, coo, coo. We then have the donkey, which goes hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. And then our last animal is the parrot. And it goes, hello, pretty Polly. So they're exactly the same words, they're just different animals and different sounds, but it obviously goes exactly the same. So I'd like to have a go with the track now, and here we go. A turkey, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say? If you were a turkey, what would you say? Gobble, gobble, gobble. If you were a chicken, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say? If you were a chicken, what would you say? Cluck, cluck, cluck. If you were a rabbit, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say? If you were a rabbit, what would you say? Snuffle, snuffle, snuffle. If you were a pigeon, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say? If you were a pigeon, what would you say? Coo, coo, coo. If you were a dog, would you say? What would you say? If you were a donkey, what would you say? Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. Last one, a parrot. Hello, pretty Polly. If you were a parrot, what would you say? What would you say? What would you say? If you were a parrot, what would you say? Hello, pretty Polly.